Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Mantra Monday. So good to be back. It's been a fun and exciting weekend. We had another Vegan Vogan Vibes event over the weekend. This time it was sound healing with crystals and African designs by Teresa Cotton, and it was so much fun. A lot of people ask me about natural ways to induce healing in the body, and so people have things like sleep issues or anxiety or just managing stress at the workplace. Crystals are a great thing for that. So I have one. This is aquamarine, and this is really nice for reducing anxiety. And in the events, one of the ladies that I first met when I came to Singapore, because I was looking for some crystals, and I've shown some of you my rose quartz, and I remember I walked into the shop and they usually say just go with whatever you're attracted to, but of course if you have specific symptoms you can ask for specific things. So I was drawn to this rose quartz, and as soon as I held it I literally cried for 10 minutes, and I was thinking, I hope this woman doesn't think this is weird, but it's what she's used to. But I just wept because the quartz, the rose quartz is about compassion. It's also for fertility, apparently. Not needing that right now in my life. Happy with my 2 kids. And it just helped me release just some of the anxiety, some of the grief that I was experiencing at the time. And so I highly recommend, if you are into crystals, the energy from it really can calm a lot of these symptoms. So Mantra Monday is about waking up, turning up, and seeing what's up. Not rehearsed. We just see what the universe has for us. I usually have a deck of cards that I go with, and this one is by Judith Orloff, and it's the Empath Guide Empowerment deck. And we shuffle, and then we pick a card, and we go with the flow. Particularly as an empath, if you're an empath, you are very sensitive to energies, and I've been talking to quite a few people who grew up in, sort of intense family backgrounds, and you might find that you are the one who picks up all the emotions in the family. Just like my son this week, he is such an empath, and even when he's not with me, he can tell what is going on with me, and he will reach out and say, "Mom, are you okay?" I cannot be as that boy, because I can say, "Oh, I'm fine," but he can sense my emotions, he can feel me. So often, we'll have a good cry together, and I'll say, "Hey, this is what's up," and then we'll have a little dance just to shake off the emotions. So if you are an empath, make sure to protect your energy and see it as a gift, because sometimes we can think, "Oh, I'm so sensitive and I react so strongly to things," and that might just be part of your sensitivities. And particularly with children with learning difficulties, I used to work in an international school for 4 years supporting children, and I happened to work in one of the really good ones that was very inclusive. But sometimes, children get labeled so young as this or that, but they actually might just be highly in tune and attuned children and sensitive to certain frequencies and energies around them. So maybe don't be too quick to label them as this or that. See it as their superpower. And I loved working with these children because they just used to get into trouble all the time, and they'd come to my office and I'm like, "Shh, if you don't tell, I won't tell." And we just had fun because I could relate to them, they could relate to me, and of course I could support them with the mental health aspects. But just to tune in with the fact that if you were an empathic child, tune into your superpowers. Okay, let's pick our card. Okay, so today it says, appreciate the beauty of the moon. To calm and center yourself, or to simply experience awe, gaze at the moon tonight. Absorb the purity of the energy and sublime presence of the moon. And that's so interesting because it was last week was the super moon. So the blue moon, when you have 2 full moons in a month, they call it the super moon or a blue moon. And it's a time to really pause and think about what you want to manifest in your life, because it happens once in a blue moon. So you might as well just go into that. And it's been known also that gazing at the moon can reduce anxiety, because our sympathetic nervous system, it sort of kicks in when it's triggered, and you might tend to react in that fight, flight, freeze response. Now, I do a lot of inner child healing when I work with adults, and a lot of times when you feel that there is something that isn't quite shifting in your life, it could be because of emotional wounds that are trapped in your body, anxiety that has been trapped in your body straight from childhood, even generationally. So most of the times when I'm doing a consultation or I'm working with my clients, I'm always finding out cues about their inner child. A lot of times people will say, especially if they're deep wounds, I actually don't remember my childhood much. I actually don't remember my anxiety much. And so we will go into that safe place because, to tap into your parasympathetic nervous system, which is what creates just calmness. It brings in sort of helping your digestion. It helps you to calm your heart rates. So I'll bring them into that place where there is safety, and we'll explore the inner child, because the inner child always has something to say and has a memory about what's going on. And in fact, a lot of times with my clients, I will do some womb work. So we'll go back to the mother and what it felt like in the womb. And it's amazing that every single time I do this practice with my clients, they always viscerally connect with what happened in their mother's womb. Because sometimes you might pick up anxiety there, you might pick up depression, or you might pick up whatever it is that is going on for your mom, whether it's happy, sad, exciting, or challenging emotions. And those things can still affect you to present day. So we go back, we clear the wounds, we bring a voice to it, because a lot of times you might have symptoms in your body and it is messages. Your body is trying to send you messages about what's going on. And it can be as young as in the fetus, in the mother's womb, or when you've just come into the world as a toddler. Those unconscious memories we have, so we clear them. Moon gazing is good for this, where you sit under the moon and you might just set an intention and say, what is it that I'm supposed to know today? What are the messages that are being sent to me that I need to slow down and pay attention to? And when you pay attention to these messages that are being sent to you through your body, through your mind, through your soul, through that unconscious mind that keeps ticking away, you'd be surprised at what you can release. So the simple message this week is to slow down. Slow down and gaze at the moon. Do you know that a lot of times we don't even spend time just looking up into the sky? The sun in itself, the properties that you get, the healing properties that you get from the sun. Research has shown us that just early in the morning, those rays, that if you allow yourself to stay out and even ground by standing outside barefoot, you induce the natural healing properties of the earth into your body, and it helps with healing. So it is with the moon, but you have to slow down to do that. So pause today, take some time, and just, if you can, go barefoot and just gaze at the moon, set your intentions, and just ask for the messages that it's supposed to send you. Watch how it calms your nervous system, helps you with anxiety, and speak to that inner child. That inner child has a lot to say, and if you don't know how to do that, do it with the support of somebody else. Because if it's blocked and you feel stuck, then of course you need the support of someone else. And sometimes, a lot of times, I always say to my clients and to the people that I work with, whether it's in groups or individually, your soul already knows. We just have junk and obstacles and expectations and culture and all sorts of things, that standards that we've put in our lives, that stop us from really listening to what our soul already knows. And sometimes you might need help to do that. It was yesterday, I reached out to one of my mentors and I said, I'm not doing so great. I need a reminder. And she knew exactly what to say because she already knows my practices. So she was like, do this, do this, do this. I was like, yep. Sometimes we don't have the practice. You might need support with someone who can help you build a practice that resonates with your soul. Don't do meditation the way somebody else does it and beat yourself up because you can't stay awake for 1 minute or 2 minutes. Meditation is unique and different for every single person. And if you have someone who's guiding you through that process, because your soul already knows, so you're co-creating. It's not someone telling you what to do, but it's someone who's co-creating with you. Please invest in that. What is your mental health worth? What is your spiritual health worth? A lot of times we're happy to invest in all these other things, but if we don't have peace in here, it's very hard to function. So invest in yourself, slow down this week, pause, look at the moon, look at the sun, and just listen to the intentions of your heart and pay attention to the anxiety that is going on for you, and allow the earth, Mother Earth, to naturally heal your body. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week for Mantra Monday.